Welcome to the June 2023 edition of the GECF Monthly Gas Market Report. We would like to present a short overview of the main highlights of the report, which include the major developments in the gas market during the last month. Global economic growth is expected to decelerate in the second quarter of 2023, following a better-than-expected performance in the first quarter of 2023, particularly in advanced economies. The projected global GDP growth for 2023 is expected to decelerate to 2.2%, as indicated by Oxford Economics. Although inflationary pressures have been easing due to weaker energy and other commodity prices, as well as the alleviation of supply chain bottlenecks, it is unlikely that headline inflation will reach its targeted rates of 2% in major economies until 2024 or beyond. According to the latest forecast from Oxford Economics, global inflation is anticipated to gradually subside to 5.6% in 2023. In May 2023, total gas consumption in the EU dropped by 6% year-on-year to reach 20 BCM. This decline was primarily due to the increased output from renewable sources in most EU countries and the implementation of the EU regulation promoting a voluntary 15% reduction in gas demand from the 1st of April 2023 to the 31st of March 2024. Despite falling gas prices in Europe, the industrial sector did not exhibit a full recovery compared to the previous year, primarily due to demand destruction following the high prices recorded in 2021 and 2022. However, amidst this decline, the residential sector defied expectations by embracing a surge in gas usage due to an unusually chilly two-week weather spell. In May 2023, gas consumption in the US has increased by 1% year-on-year to 64 BCM. The power generation sector was the primary driver of this growth, recording an increase of 5% year-on-year. This rise was due to high utilization of gas in the power generation sector as a result of increased coal-to-gas switching and lower hydro output. Conversely, gas consumption in the commercial and industrial sectors declined by 5.4% and 0.6% year-on-year, respectively. In April 2023, China's apparent gas demand, which includes pipeline imports, LNG imports, and domestic production, rose by 8.6% year-on-year to 31 BCM. This was primarily due to the easing of COVID-19 lockdown measures and recovery in the industrial sector. In April 2023, Europe experienced a 3.2% year-on-year drop in its gas production, reaching an output level of 15.6 BCM. This reduction was primarily attributed to declining production in both the Netherlands and UK. In contrast, May 2023 witnessed a 5% year-on-year increase in gas production in the 7 major US shale oil and gas regions, culminating in an output of 85.1 BCM. The increase in production came mainly from the Permian and Haynesville regions. In the Asian market, China's gas production increased by 7% year-on-year to reach 18.9 BCM in April 2023, according to preliminary data from National Bureau of Statistics. In terms of new discoveries in April 2023, total volume of gas and liquids discovered amounted to 228 million barrels of oil equivalent. Of this, gas accounted for 7%, while oil made up the remaining 93%. This marked a decrease compared to the 425 million BO discovered in March 2023 and the 906 million barrels of oil equivalent discovered in April 2022. In May 2023, there were 12.7 BCM of PNG imports to the EU, which was 10% lower month-on-month, and 36% lower than in May 2022. The decline was driven by reduced imports from Russia, Norway and Algeria, while imports from both Azerbaijan and Libya increased. In May, there were 2.1 BCM of PNG flows to the EU from the UK, making it the second largest supply route during the month. Norway exported 42% of its volumes to Germany, while Algeria supplied 71% of its exports to Italy. In April 2023, China's imports of pipeline natural gas amounted to 5.7 BCM, which was a 20% increase month-on-month, and was also the highest monthly import volume since September 2022. Global LNG imports experienced a 3.5% year-on-year growth in May 2023, reaching 34 million tons. This growth was primarily driven by robust LNG demand in Europe and Latin America and the Caribbean, which offset weaker imports in the Asia-Pacific and MENA regions. Despite favorable spot LNG prices in the Asia-Pacific, there was a continued flow of LNG towards Europe. The expansion of European LNG imports can be attributed to the declining pipeline gas imports from Russia. In the Latin America and Caribbean region, Argentina witnessed a doubling of LNG imports compared to the previous year, as pipeline gas imports from Bolivia continued to decline. On the export side, there was an increase in global LNG exports of 2.4% year-on-year to 33 million tons, driven by non-GECF countries, while GECF member countries and LNG reloads saw a smaller rise. At a country level, LNG exports expanded sharply in Algeria, Brunei, Malaysia, Mozambique, Norway and the United States. In May 2023, the restocking of gas storage sites continues in the EU, albeit at a slower pace when compared to 2022. The average daily storage level rose to 67 BCM, which is 26 BCM higher than in May 2022, and 20 BCM higher than the 5-year historical average. Approximately 22 BCM of further stock build is required to achieve the EU's target of 90% by November 1st. In Japan and South Korea, LNG in storage was estimated to be 11 BCM, which was 9% higher year-on-year. In the US, underground gas stocks increased to 65 BCM, which was 15 BCM higher year-on-year. Gas and LNG spot prices in Europe and Asia reached their lowest levels in 2 years in May 2023, primarily due to ongoing weak gas demand and ample EU storage levels, which exerted downward pressure on prices. The average spot prices for TTF and Northeast Asia LNG stood at $10 per MMBTU, marking declines of 27% and 17% respectively, compared to the previous month. The relatively low gas spot prices is expected to encourage coal to gas switching in Europe, potentially leading to price increases. Additionally, emerging buying interest from price-sensitive LNG importers in South and Southeast Asia may contribute to some upward movement in prices. Thank you for watching this short video presentation on the June 2023 edition of the GECF Monthly Gas Market Report. We invite you to download the full report from our website at www.gecf.org. You can also access the report by scanning the QR code provided.